All right, now how we doing today, people? We good? Good. Come on, I need some kind of energy, some kind of energy. All right, so he said, my name is Anthony Jackson, right? So I'm a speaker, educator, and mentor, all right? And I'm an advocate for diversity, ownership, and franchising, okay? And I'm gonna show you and tell you a little bit about what franchising is and what it takes to be successful. I believe it's appropriate to let you know who I am, my story, and ultimately what led me to be in front of you guys today. So, I don't come from a business background, nor do I come from the perfect family background. My whole life was brought up about sports. I played football my whole life. From the time I was 5, we truly had a intimate relationship, truly. My sole goal was to go to the NFL. You couldn't tell me different. I walk with my football, I sleep with my football gonna watch me take a shower. And the path to the NFL, you go to high school, then if you're good enough, you get a scholarship, you go to college, and then if you're good enough there, then you get a shot to go to the NFL. And that's a big deal coming from my family, because neither one of my parents graduated high school. My mom had me when she was 14. And I was brought up with a lot of love. But my sophomore year, high school, they went through a terrible, terrible divorce that truly left a 3-way split. My mom left first, then my dad left. And I said, you know what, you both are crazy, so I'm gonna go stay with one of my best friends. And by doing that, my best friend, he played on the football team with me, right? So I was able, through that divorce, to stay focused to get that scholarship. So I earned the scholarship to the University of Delaware, which is not too far from here. Of course, when I got there, my sole goal is to go to the NFL. But they tell you, if you want to play, then you got to go to class. So they set me down with the academic advisor, my man Lou. And he said, Anthony, man, you got to have a major. I said, look, Lou, I'm going to the NFL, man. I'm nobody's lawyer. I'm nobody's doctor. I'm nobody's mathematician. The only thing I got is my ability to connect with people. And he said, okay, so that sounds something like sociology. So my major was sociology. But again, my sole goal was to go to the NFL. So you can see right there, I played ball and I accomplished that goal. And I ended up graduating, right? Now I'm thinking that I'm one step closer to my dream. I'm almost there. And if you guys don't know about the pro day, right? So what a pro day is when the NFL scouts come to your school to watch you work out. And this is a big deal, especially coming from my school, because you have to perform well if you ever think you're going to get a shot at the next level. So these numbers you see right here were top 5. I play linebacker. And those numbers were top 5 for all of the linebackers in the country of the year 2018. For me to go out there and perform the way I did, of course I'm on a high. You can't tell me that I'm not worthy of going to the next level or that I can't compete with these guys. And I got invited to Atlanta, but only to get hurt twice. So 2018, 2019, I gave it everything I had, and of course I wanted to try again. But that dream doesn't pay for my shelter. That dream wasn't paying for my food. That dream wasn't paying for the reliable transportation that I needed to get to practice, to chase the dream. So I had to make a choice. And for me, I had to go back home. And I'm from Southeast DC. And I put the map right here, so I'm not sure if you guys familiar with Martin Luther King Avenue. Around the country, no matter where you are, and it's not by accident that Martin Luther King Avenue is always in the high crime, high poverty area. So I get a job, I'm teaching, I'm helping adults get their GED. So I'm dealing with students 17, they got kicked out for whatever reason, and now they're trying to get it right, to your grandparent that's tired of being in a rocking chair, and they want to get their diploma, to anything in between. So the work I'm doing is truly rewarding, and I enjoyed it. I really did. But again, my goal was to go to the NFL. And my aunt right here, she extended her home to me. She has a beautiful home. But now I'm in Washington, D.C., coming from Newark, Delaware. And I told you that my dad was in the streets. And now I'm seeing a lot of money being circulated around me, a lot of movement. And I know what it looked like. So what did I do? I told myself that I'm supposed to be making a certain amount of money. Here I am, I'm doing good, but my goal was to go to the NFL. And in the NFL, you make anywhere from $5,000 to $1 million a week. And here I am making $1,200 every 2 weeks teaching. So I told myself, I'm about to go make some more money. So it started off with one drug, with me going to work, getting off, just trying to make a few extra dollars, to me going outside, truly seeing, oh, that league money can really happen out here. Mm-hmm. It can. So I got my hand on every drug I could to where weed was just for shoes. It was just recreation. And that same passion that I gave the game football, I gave everything I had to the streets. I'm talking all day, all night, Thanksgiving, Christmas. You call me. I'm in the building. You know where I'm at. Nothing else mattered. Nothing else mattered. But now, you guys know, this lifestyle, they say only two things come from this lifestyle. 3 things. So what's that?
Jails, institutions, and death.
Jail, institutions, and death. That's absolutely right. Now, I'm truly blessed to have never spent more than 4 or 5 days in a holding cell for anything I've done. Truly. If we were walking, if me and you were walking, brother, and we just walking, right? And we walk past this car. Now, what you gonna say to me? Shit crazy, right? Damn. What the fuck was he on?
Yeah.
Condolences to his family.
Yeah.
They got him. Nah, but God had me. Because of those 13 shots, I got hit twice. I was hit in my hand. You can see it right here. If I take off my glasses, the burn mark is still there. And I got hit in my back. And it's only truly through his grace that I was able to see the other side of that. And of course, when you live in this lifestyle, you don't question why something like that happened. It's only a matter of when or what. Mm-hmm. Because a year prior to that, because that happened February 26, 2023. A year earlier, 2022, I got shot in my leg at a dice game. And I went outside the same day. I got shot around 2 p.m. I was back outside by 11 p.m. When this happened, I truly had that same mentality. Okay, this happens. All right, I lived through it. I'm going to get my car fixed. I'm going to see what's going on. But it wasn't until a month later that my life truly changed. My life changed. I told you guys that I was the only child. I was raised the only child. But for some reason, my mom, 20 years later, April 21st, 2016, she decided to have my little brother. And I told you guys how dedicated I was to the game of football. I've never missed a practice, never missed a game. Anything to do with football, I've never missed it. I'm in college at the time. I'm starting. Could lose my spot. I got a phone call. Your little brother's being born. I missed practice that day. Nothing was going to stop me from seeing my little brother. So fast forward a month from that car incident, I go to see my little brother. Of course, he has no idea what's going on with his brother. He don't know his brother just got shot. I'm on a breathing tube. He's just excited to see me. So I pull up on him, and he comes out, and he gives me the biggest hug. The biggest hug, man. I can truly feel it right now. And it was that moment that truly shaped me, and I told myself I'll never go in the streets again. The fact that I was almost taken from him, I'll never be able to touch him again, talk to him again, teach him something. It broke me, man. It broke me. It shook my world. So after that interaction, I called my dean. I pledged Omega Psi Phi fraternity in college. And I called my dean. I said, Dean, I got to get out of D.C., man. If I stay in D.C., I'm either going to end up in jail or I'm going to die. That's my only options. He said, come on, I got you. So August 2023, I moved to Delaware. Beautiful situation. I get a chance, I'm back in the schools. I'm a paraprofessional and I'm a site coordinator for the before and after school program for the same school. And as you can see, I'm really building bonds with all my kids. Like you talk about diversity and inclusion, that's it right there. I got my black boy, I got a little Filipino boy. I'm not sure what he is. Pure Caucasian. No, seriously. You understand? Like, this is diversity and inclusion. You understand? And at this time, I was truly inspired every day. Every day I woke up with a new purpose. I was just in Southeast DC, drugs, violence, kids don't have shirts, will take your shirt, to these beautiful kids, happy, joyful. They're upset because their parent made them wear a green shirt or a red shirt. It's two completely different worlds. But now, and the good work that I'm doing, so one of my proudest things that I did for this school, right? So I was the site coordinator. All of those kids right there, none of them knew how to tie their shoes. So my sole goal was to, all my kids, K through 3rd grade, you're going to learn how to tie your shoes. But just that simple deed right there was giving me major pushback from parents and administrators in the classroom saying, this is too much. Why are you doing that? Now, I'm sure it has a lot to do with the way I look. So I told myself, you know what? I'm building myself out here. You guys don't know what I just went through to be in this space. So I'm gonna finish out the year, and my kids want me, but then I'm gonna go to another school. So that's what I did. I finished that school year, then I went to another school. So since, August of 2024, I've tried to go to 3 other schools to only meet the same problems. My same passion, that same drive I have, the same ambition, it wasn't received well. I didn't get fired, but it just wasn't received well. So now I'm out in Delaware. Whew. No, that's okay. That's okay, because that's my boy right there, and he a barber right there. Like, that's my best friend. No, I was expecting him to really ball out and die laughing at this one, because he didn't even see this one. So that's what you call a ush bush. All right? That's really a ush bush right there. And that's truly a result of
going through it.
Come on, help me.
Life.
Come on. That's life-lifing right there, right? Truly. I'm 29 years old, man. I'm pulling out my hair. It looked like I had a bald spot. That don't look, you understand? But that's me. And that's real life. And that's what this thing will do to you. So I was stuck right here. I was truly stuck, lost. Because I told myself, I promised my little brother I'm not going in the streets. And I'm in Delaware now. So what do? I don't have no money, no nothing. So I start reading. I just start reading. And I came across a book called Shut Up and Listen by Tillman Fertitta. And he's the owner of the Houston Rockets, right? And he's what they call a conglomerate. And what that means, he's very successful across many different businesses. How that relates to franchising, he has 400 locations across 40 different brands. That's a lot of money. And I said, this is exactly where I need to be. And this is exactly the avenue that I need to position myself in, right? But with that, so when I did that, I started to see that not too many people look like me that's seeking the information or that's giving the information. So I said, I'm going to find somebody that looks like me. And I came across this phenomenal lady right here. She's from Houston, Texas. And I met her through a YouTube video, tracked her email down, got into it with her, then got invited to this event. So that's just, again, a testament to your own resilience and you actually putting in the work to get what you want. So I met this lady. She goes by the networking queen, and her thing is be up, show up, follow up to blow up. And her message was very powerful to me. Very, very, very powerful. And it truly inspired me that I can take my same passions, my same ambition, and do what it is that I truly want to do and help my community. And this is the way that I can do it. I truly share them stories to let you know that I'm no stranger to struggle, no stranger to disappointment, uncertainty, fight, and that I'm truly in the ring with you. I really am. And that I truly believe that franchising can be an avenue for any and everybody to become their own boss and be successful. All right, so that's who I am, and that's a little bit about my story. So are y'all ready to learn about franchising? Yes. Yeah? All right, cool. Beautiful. All right, so what is franchising? Can somebody take a stab at it for me?
When you got a business, but it's multiple of them, and you franchising it out.
Okay, you got a business and it's multiple of them, and you franchising them out. Okay, do I got somebody else that want to take a try? Come on. A business, multiple people. Sharing. I love that, actually. I love that. Sharing. Yes. Come on.
Like Starbucks is a franchise.
Okay. Starbucks is a franchise.
It's when you build a brand and
okay, hold up.
Then
let me know.
Then you allow someone else to pay you to use that brand.
Yep. Yes, sir.
And also pay you for the products to sell for your brand.
Yes, sir.
And then you reap the rewards from that.
Yes, sir.
So you kind of market, you pay for your you pay for the marketing, you create the brand, you get paid for the brand, you get paid for the products, and they reap the rewards of your entrepreneurship.
Your entrepreneurship. No, so yes, Mark did a great job right there. All right, so I'm going to give you guys the actual definition of what franchise is, all right? A franchise is a business system where individuals, that would be you, a franchisee, buy into a proven brand and operate under its model. You buy into a proven brand and operate under its model. So that's something like what Mark explained there, right? Now that we know what franchising is, so what are some kind of franchises that exist now? She said one, Starbucks. Go ahead. Chick-fil-A. McDonald's. Foot Locker. Planet Fitness. Waffle House.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. All right. Now, those are all great answers, okay? But this is one of the main reasons and main points of my presentation that I want you guys to understand, all right? Now, what you guys just named, right, that's one sector, one industry within franchising, and that's food and beverage. I'm here to let you know that I am not an advocate for food and beverage or quick serve restaurants. If you heard the word QSR, that's what that means. Quick serve restaurants or casual restaurants. All right? And why? Like Tanya said, our Starbucks is $750,000 to invest in. McDonald's, $1 million. 7-Eleven, $1 million. Your food and beverages, those are the highest in cost of investments that you can make. And with it being the highest, it has the lowest return on investment. Exactly. It has the lowest return on investment margin-wise, which is 5 to 6%. And then it takes the longest to become profitable, which is on north of 2 to 4 to 5 years when you enter the QSR and casual restaurants. So what I'm here to show you guys, the 4 industries that I want you guys to know about is you got cleaning and restoration, your home services, health and wellness, education and tutoring, child care, senior care. Somebody's always going to be born. Somebody's always going to die. All right. And all of these industries and subsectors are your lowest cost to invest, and you're going to have a quicker return on your investment. And 2 to 3 times your investment when you invest in your, what we call recession proof.
So you said senior care as in like 8?
So if you've seen someone go to, I think a very popular one is called Visiting Angels. Right, and they have a large ownership representation for us as Black people, right? Okay, so that's what, yes, so that's what I.
So you said they get paid a lot?
You said do it again.
I want to know if I'm getting underpaid.
No, yes. So I mean, so we're gonna talk about it more. So it's just like anything else, right? It's just like anything else. You have good franchise, you have bad franchise, you have high performing franchises, you have low performing franchises. And that's with any business. So it's not, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy a business and I'm not gonna do anything and I'm gonna make money. That's not real life. You see what I'm saying? But there are many, many opportunities in healthcare or senior care or any other industry that will allow you to make any dollar amount that you want. So whether you have a franchise or you're an independent startup, what are some things a business must have to become successful or to operate successfully and to be sustainable? Branding, beautiful.
Marketing,
Branding, marketing, structure, operations, distribution. So we've been learning in this entrepreneur program, right?
I ain't here for no reason.
Okay, come on. All right, look. She got it. Okay, now with franchising, right? So if you have an independent startup, you have to know these things, right? Like you have to know how to go about financing. You have to get your operations intact. You gotta know where to outsource to get your legal and compliance in order, your business model. The first one up there, brand recognition. Nobody knows me. Nobody know you. I don't trust you. You don't trust me. But McDonald's, Starbucks, these are the things that's handed to you once you invest into a franchise. Now, are all of these things gonna be 5 stars? No. It might be 2 stars, might be 1 star, and some of them may be that 5 star, but they exist and they're in place. You understand? And if you feel as though that one of these points are what you excel in, then I'm sure that is nothing more than a conversation that can make it happen. On top of those benefits, I want us to understand that the numbers are truly in our favor when it comes to franchising. That first factor up there, so 9 out of 10 or 90% of all franchises are successful within and after your first 5 years. This is a major statistic when it comes to business ownership. Because on the contrary, when you do your independent startup, 80% fail within and after the first 5 years. So that is very important. And minority ownership has grown within 50% over the past decade. That's major. So that's showing and telling you that our representation is growing. We're learning. We're applying pressure. We're not getting left behind. And we talked about it a little bit earlier about your franchises make 2 to 3 times the revenue of an independent startup. 2 to 3 times. That matters. And then again, we talked about how much it costs to actually invest. And this number is staggering. It's beautiful. Over 50% of franchises can be started with less than $100,000. Now, we just had Truist right here, and you guys can learn more about it. And the different ways you can get creative with your funding to where that number of 100,000 is more like 10,000, 5,000, 15,000, 20,000. Those are the things that we don't know about that we must catch up with and get involved. Because there's no reason. We've all spent close to 100,000. We all spent that, whether you know it or you don't. We've all done it. And again, that number becomes a true fraction when you understand how creative you can get with financing. And you won't come out your pocket at all until you're profitable, until that business creates cash flow. Now, just with any other business, you come across obstacles, barriers that it doesn't hinder you from making it happen, but there are real challenges. And those are access to capital and financing, finding the right franchise opportunity because you just don't know what you don't know, and then overcoming your business knowledge and training. Now, these are 3 common problems when it comes to creating your funding for your business. Now, I truly believe that these 3 things right here, if we truly learn how to build our network, how to acquire knowledge from smarter people, and actually apply that knowledge, there's not a challenge or a barrier that you shouldn't be able to overcome. And then I have over here some true intangibles that, again, you don't have to have all of them, but the more coachable you are, if you have resilience, grit, discipline, empathy, those are the things that's truly going to separate you and allow you to sustain your greatness, because challenges are going to happen. Obstacles are going to happen. But if we have a strong network and we seek the knowledge, and RGAs is revenue generated activities. Revenue generated activities. And that part is tremendously important because it's not about just acquiring any type of knowledge. I don't want to just talk to you and just learn anything. I want to learn how to make some money. Revenue generated activities. And then once I learn that revenue generated activity, I got to go. Exactly. I have to implement it. Oh, sorry, babe. You understand? You got to implement it. So I truly, again, I'm going to keep harping on this. Building your network, seeking knowledge, and applying knowledge is nothing that you can't overcome when it comes to a business problem. Because somebody knows. Somebody's been through it. All right. So now that we have that and understand that, to actually own a franchise, to get to the point where you're actually operating a franchise, the process is seamless. All right. But it's going to be tedious. And I'm going to talk about just the 3 main points, right? And you may think security financing is one of the main points, which is very important to gaining ownership. But again, once you understand the funding game, that's the least of our worries. We're going to spend most of our time researching the opportunity itself, because again, it can be fluff. It's a lot of fluff out here, right? It can look good on the outside, but on the inside, the operations, the branding, the training, it's not good. So we have to do our due diligence with thoroughly researching the opportunity. And this franchise disclosure document, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but this document shows you exactly where that business been, where it's at, and where it's going. So you have to get smarter people on your team that understand these documents that can help navigate you to put you in the best position to be successful, to sustain your success. And that's what that initial training is too. Because during that process, you understand whether they have the training in place for you to be successful for the long term, or, it looked good, I thought I was interested, but I'm not really feeling how y'all do things. So then you won't even get to 8 to where you're actually setting up your franchise. All right? So the process of actually owning your franchise and getting the doors open is not too much to it, but it is tedious, and we have to take it serious because it is a commitment that you're making. Now, again, I put these 2 slides up here, right, to truly show you that it's possible, right? All of these people are very successful in the franchise space. I'm sure maybe eventually they will, or maybe they do already have QSR restaurant or casual restaurant under their portfolio, but that was not what drove them to the success that they are now, right? You have beauty, you got home care, life insurance. But again, this is to show you that people look like us have done it, has walked the path that we're trying to walk. And that is truly possible. That is truly, truly possible. Ultimately, again, I truly believe that franchising can truly be what you need, that tool that allows you into ownership, right? And allows you to be your own boss and to truly create the life that you want. All right? Now, as I wrap up, right, I need you guys to repeat after me, as this is what I truly believe in, and this is what it's really about. All right? More life.
More life.
I don't know if that was all together. More life.
More life.
More love.
More love.
Consistent bag.
Consistent bag.
We don't want the biggest bag. We want the consistent bag, the sustainable bag. All right? And I truly believe on the other side of self, community is built, legacy is written, and your success is truly inevitable. All right? And I really want to thank you guys for showing up, being present, and giving me your time today. Thank you.
That part.